Hello and welcome to the Theimpactplay'S screenplay, where we are the premier source for discussing and reviewing the latest in film, entertainment, and essentially anything in regards to that entertainment umbrella. Where we have interviews, reviews, discussions, and so forth. My name is Muhammad, and I'm your host and introducer here on the ones and twos, and we are the simple hope for the marginalized, giving voices to the voiceless and sharing their stories to the world. Make sure you guys subscribe to us over on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/@Theimpactplay so you don't miss a beat, and make sure to have notifications on. Otherwise, no matter however consumers or wherever consumers, we are there. This support what helps keeps the lights and mics on. He keeps doing what we do best. To learn more, go to theimpactplay.com/support. Right? Well, we are also Epic partners. Every purchase you make with the Epic Game Store, whether it be Right Click, Fortnite, Fall Guys, and more. When you use that code, go to Epic Play. So use it even when you're claiming anything in the Epic Game Store, whether it be a free-to-play title or what have you. Somehow that helps us as well. But nonetheless, on this episode of the Theimpactplay'S screenplay, we are reviewing the If movie that literally just came out, starring Ryan Reynolds. So I guess we'll get into that review recap shortly. But first, here's a word from our sponsors. Be sure to check out our other shows at theimpactplay.com. We have Theimpactplay for anything covering tech, analogy, and video games related. We'll be under that branch. Of course, we do interviews and reviews as well. Theimpactplay screenplay is what we are recording now, but that's mainly for film, television, entertainment, anything within the entertainment space, as well as reviews, interviews, and what have you. And anything else that doesn't fall directly under the first two will be under the Theimpactplay'S cover play. It's also, in addition to covering shows and the events and what have you. So nonetheless, be sure to check out whatever show you like. That's why we keep everything separately. This way you could simply follow or be kept up to date with whatever source of coverage or discussions you would like to follow. For Commander, playthroughs, and discussions around Magic the Gathering, be sure to check out my new show, The Commander Play, at thecommanderplay.com, where you could simply go to our YouTube channel as well, give us a follow there. If you're interested in Magic the Gathering content, go to the youtube.com/@thecommanderplay. Otherwise, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, and so many more. In a world where you have less time than ever, sitting reading books, whether it be digital or physical, you can listen to audiobooks with Audible, the most efficient way of consuming books in the modern era. You can sign up for your free 30-day trial and immediately get access to 1 credit. If you have Amazon Prime, you get double that, and it's 2 credits, good for any premium title. Simply go to audibletrial.com/Theimpactplay. Once again, it is audibletrial.com/Theimpactplay. Alrighty, folks, I am hot off the trail of watching the If movie that is now currently in theaters, starring Ryan Reynolds, Kaylee Fleming, John Krasinski, and we also got Steve Carell. Actually, I was surprised. I didn't realize he was in there. He was the voice of Blue, one of the imaginary friends. That's where the If came from. It's an acronym for imaginary friend, essentially. But nonetheless, it's a story of remembrance, rekindling, of remembrance. But that's about it. So, let me see if there's give me 1 second. Let me show this in the background. This way, you know what I'm talking about. This is something something new that I'm experimenting with, that I'm playing with, essentially. This is why I can discuss whatever film or whatever it is I'll review, and I'll show some footage in the background. Okay, volume is muted. This way you can hear my voice. Okay. So it stars a young girl who's out of the trail of losing her mother, sadly, but nonetheless, and her father is going through some treatment as well. So essentially, she forced herself to grow up, and in turn forgot what it is to having a friend, or an imaginary friend in this particular case. And Ryan Reynolds, his character, which is essentially what we found out later on towards the end of the film, is her imaginary friend. and she was so fond of trying to do like a matchmaking, essentially, because what we assumed in this film, as the story was being told to us, portrayed, was they'll fade away if they're forgotten, but it's not the case. So essentially, as she started doing like a matchmaking type of thing, matching imaginary friends with new kids, essentially. But instead, what they found is returning to their previous kids, because their kids grew up and they essentially forgot about them. So essentially, they were helping them remember their imaginary friends, or essentially the sense of having an imaginary friend nearby. So that was the end of this film, where it led us, as you can see here. And essentially, like I said, Ryan Reynolds was her imaginary friend, which she was so keen on rekindling imaginary friends with their previous owners or the previous kids or what have you. Instead, she essentially forgot about him. So she kind of remembered at the end, and it was a nice story. So yeah, so I would definitely recommend watching it if you're either right by yourself or you do have kids as well. It's a nice family friendly type of film. But yeah, so definitely, yeah, and starring also. I'm curious. I'm curious. It's also starring. Let me see something. Ryan Reynolds. Oh no, I was thinking of another film. I thought I saw Scarlett Johansson here. I'm pretty sure it's a movie that's coming out. Okay, I thought I was gonna say that's what I went back to the poster to see, but no. And essentially, the producers of this film is we have Ryan Reynolds. Of course, he helped to produce it as well. We also have John Krasinski and Steve Carell as well, which was a surprise. And what was the production studio? I forgot what it was. Let me see. I don't really looked it up. Let me see. Wait. Paramount Studios. I think it was. I just saw the logo. Yeah, yeah. Paramount Studios. I was right. So Paramount Studios was the production studio behind this film. But yeah, I was definitely, I would definitely recommend it watching it if if you're by yourself. Like I normally watch films and TV shows by myself because it's my job actually to cover these kind of things, cover the latest and greatest. But yeah, otherwise, if you want to send us a feedback that could be featured on the show, simply go to theimpactplay'S.com/feedback. We have a couple ways to do so. Otherwise, if you want to join our amazing community, chat with the community, or have discussions, what have you, on or offline, you can by going to theimpactplay.com and clicking on the Discord icon. It'll take you to our Discord server. And for the most immediate updates, you can make sure to follow our WhatsApp channel. Click on the WhatsApp icon. It'll take you there. We also have Instagram, Twitter, and what have you. And we're also on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, and more, much more. So simply go to theimpactplay.com and click on the corresponding image for whichever show you want to be a part of or you want to learn more about. For instance, the screenplay. Let me open it incognito. Okay, and there you go. There are platforms on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and more. So that's about it. And I guess if you guys are watching, if you guys want to watch the video portion of this instead of listening to just audio, you can by going to youtube.com at the Impact Play, or even what you can watch it on Spotify as well. There's only two platforms that do video and audio. And be sure also to give us a subscribe on our YouTube channel as well. This way, it'll help develop the show to reach out even more viewers and more listeners, and reach help make our community even better by simply leaving us a review or rating whatever platform you're listening to. If you can do so, I know some platforms don't do reviews, but some do, or some do just ratings or what have you. Be sure to give us a 5 stars, leave us there a review if you can. It'll help definitely level up the show and help us reach even more viewers, even more listeners, and help us reach newer heights than ever before. That's why we were. Oh, actually, we have a thank you as well. Give me 1 second. Let me get that pulled up. Where's our Discord community? Let me pull that up. Announcements. No, I think it's on the chat. Okay, so let's pull this up here. This way it'll be like I'm looking at the screen. So thank you to our amazing community for being with us, and especially to those who are brand new, who have helped nurture us, and have been with us on this amazing 4+ year journey of the Theimpact Play. We have since extended into even more shows, covering even more content than ever before. We have since amassed over 100,000 views on YouTube, over 20,000 total podcast plays. We have listeners in more than 40 countries worldwide. We have 3 current shows at the moment, which is Theimpact Play for covering technology, video games, having discussions around those topics as well, and we also have reviews and interviews as well that will be under that Theimpact Play umbrella. The Theimpact Play Screenplay is for covering film, television, essentially anything under the entertainment umbrella will be there. Of course, we'll be in addition to having discussions, interviews, reviews, and so on. Anything that's not directly connected to the first two will be under the Play's cover play. It's also for covering events and shows, and we also do interviews with artists as well, so it'll be under that branch as well. So we want to be doing what we do best without each and every one of you. So a huge thank you and a much gratitude from all of us here at the Theimpact Play. So I guess this is going to be it, folks. Thank you guys so much. Have a blessed one. We'll see you all next time around.